Hi, I'm Laura and I'm the probation officer for the Washington Rehabilitation and Reintegration Center. I work to link offenders in substance abuse and mental health cases to treatment programs specific to their needs. I also supervise their progress within these treatment programs while on probation. Many defendants, even those without mental illnesses, aren't fully informed by their defense attorneys and prosecutors as to what probation really entails and what accepting a plea bargain can mean for them long term. So I'd like to first give you a little insight as to what that looks like. So probation can mean hefty fines, court charges, probation fees, cost of treatment programs, and other crime-associated fines. This forces people into years, and if not a life, of debt and a lingering threat of prosecution for failure to meet all the requirements of their probation. So they may evade prison by pleading guilty and being placed on probation, but if they can't pay their fines, they may end up in prison anyways. And this structure of probation is one found most with privatized probation services. So the first thing our program would like to implement is making privatized probation services a public entity controlled by the local government. In a video, To Prison for Poverty, which you'll find a couple slides from now, it talks about privatized probation companies like Judicial Correction Services and Sentinel, which are both widely used across the U.S. And these companies, they're meant to oversee probation to ensure safety of society, but they are more often used like debt collectors. They don't bill the courts for their services, but rather the individual offender, tacking on fees to their fines every month that they are on probation, even if that person is actively paying off their fines. And they profit largely from it. So JCS's revenue in 2013 was $28.64 million, made off the backs of the poor. And the system, it acts like a debtor's prison, and it affects again the poor, but those with substance abuse issues and those that are mentally incapable of comprehending the full impact of a plea. So I am concerned with privatized probation increasing recidivism rates and further clogging our already overwhelmed judicial system. So if you continue to the next slide, I'll explain how our program plans to reduce these effects.